All right, hopefully you like that grand introduction. Today, we are going to go over my settings for the ZLXs and the EKX Subwoofer. Now guys, I'm gonna let you know the settings that I'm about to share with you right now works for me, okay? And honestly, if you like it, use it. If not, at least you know another method. So we're going to go over the exact settings and why I choose these settings, and actually hopefully can give you some game. I'm not a tech savvy or know all of the specific words or terms for audio and PA equipment, but I'm just going to give you my review and honest thoughts. So let's get right into it. All right, so as you can see, we are looking at the back of the Electro Voice ZLX 12. Now, this is one of the 4 that I have. I actually just purchased a refurbished ZLX 12, so I can have 4 total. Now, I always leave my level gains at 0 at the beginning of each event so I can gauge the sound according to the venue room. So typically for this, after I unlock it, I honestly don't go no more than 3 on my my tops, just because you don't really need to, right? I mean, as you can see, well, I'm sure you guys have heard the ZLXs before, but they are super loud. So I never really go beyond 3 as far as decibels for the for the ZLX top. Now, as far as the other settings, trying to make sure you guys can see everything that I see. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure that it's you guys will be able to see the screen. 1 second, let me check the monitor. Okay, let's see. I'm going to darken that. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that should be better for you. All right, so what we're gonna do is click the knob down 1 time, and it's gonna go to our menu. Now, I wanna go over every single setting that I have, and it looks like it's picking up my hand instead of picking up the screen, and I don't understand why it's doing that for y'all. Okay, now hopefully it stays like that because that looks good. All right, so as you can tell, as far as mode, I keep my speakers on music because I'm literally playing music. Sometimes I do live if I know that the wedding or event is going to have a large amount of people talking. Then I'll make sure that I have the settings on live for every event. Now, as far as the ZLX 12, I have the location set on pole because, as you know, our speakers are mounted on our poles. As far as sub, I do have our EKX 15 SP on this top linked together. Now, that's for only the 2 speakers that I have set up for the reception, right? If I have this standalone speaker outside for the ceremony, I literally don't have this off. What I would do is just go all the way to off, and it'll just be the standard sub coming out of the speaker itself. So that's typically what I do for that. Now, as far as treble, I don't touch treble. I could, but I choose not to. Mainly because how I have the Rain 1 set up to all of my microphones. I think that it sounds clear enough just like it is at 0 and never have any problems with it. As far as bass, I only boost it on rare occasions if I feel like we in a venue that's large and we need to feel some bass. I'll cut the bass up. But again, like I said before, you never want your sub or the bass to outpower your top. You still want to be able to hear those vocals, those top ends of the tracks. As far as the mix, you want to make sure you have that set to left and right. Of course, you have other options when you click it. It might just say right, it might just say left, but no, we don't just say left. They say left and right or right. So yeah. All right, and then LED, I like to know that my light is on. Now, it sucks because the light in the subwoofer actually died, and I can't tell if I'm like in the front of my equipment and the speaker's off or on because the light does not work anymore. But I do keep my LED lights on. As far as the display, I don't really touch anything. I mean, I have the brightness on 5, contrast on 5. That way I can see everything, especially in the bright sun throughout the day. As far as streaming, I do have Bluetooth on my computer that I use to DJ so I can connect to the speakers. Now, I don't have problems with Bluetooth, and I'm thankful for that. I do have my lock off on this, and I'm probably going to cut it on because I actually got it on my subwoofer, but I don't have it on here. And of course, you have your reset, info, exit. You know, oh, by the way, I'm sure you know, but streaming means like, is it Bluetooth? So if you click that, oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. Exit. If you click streaming, and then you'll be able to see on, you'll be able to see pairing and off. And pairing is like I said, pairing Bluetooth on is when it's already on and already synced together and stuff like that. But I mean, that's really straightforward for the EV Electro Voice ZLX. Now, one thing I noticed, even if I'm watching my Rain 1 levels, because I know I keep saying Rain 1, but I'm actually meaning to talk about it right now. But even though I gauge my Rain 1 levels, sometimes when I put my tops on 3, I literally still see clipping. It still say clipping sometimes. And then later I will come on that same song and I would not see that. So I don't know. It's very interesting on how either voltages, wattages, you know, I don't know, some type of mystical thing that I don't fully comprehend can actually set the speakers to say clipping or limit. Typically it say limit, it don't say clip, it say limit. But to me, limit is the same thing as clipping, you know? But honestly, I never go above 3. I mean, I've never needed to go above 3. You know, if I did, I would just bring another speaker, you know, but of course you can go above. I've just had issues in the past where I've actually blown a speaker before, therefore I'm a little leery about that. All right, so now we're about to actually get ready to talk about the EKX 15. Alrighty, now we're behind my Electro Voice EKX. This is my baby right here. As you can see, I do have a sticker because I do rent these speakers out on occasions to my DJs. Never above 8 decibels. I don't like to go above 8. I go to 8 and I stop at 8. That's typically where I like to thump. Sometimes I would go down to 4. Sometimes I would go down to 0. Depends on the room size, okay? Now, I know I didn't talk about any of the 1/4 inch hookups or the XLR hookups because I have a video on that. And I also bring my Rain 1 into the picture so you can see me set all that up. I mean, I'm just warning you every single thing that I use for my setup and how to hook it up. For anyone who's curious, you never know, someone can need this. So, we're going to zoom closer and I'm going to show you guys the settings that I use for my EKX. So, of course, you see it set on 0. I up it according to the room size. We're going to give the menu button 1 tap, or should I say knob, 1 tap. Then we see all of our options. Okay, we got mode. Mode again for music is what I have it on. Location, normal. I have it on the ground. Let's click it and see what other options they have. They have cardioid, whatever that means. Cardioid mainly probably means dual or something. I don't know. If you know what cardioid means, please in the comments let me know exactly what that means. And as far as low pass, we got the ZLX 12P on there. And then of course you have just all the other options possibly that you would need. And guys, honestly, I don't really know what this means. The low pass, I mean, I could like chat GPT it, and I probably would do that too. But low pass, I got ZLX 12P, and I've put it on here and never changed it. And it's just not coming to my attention since we are talking about it. Underneath there, we have LED on again. Once again, my LED is broke, so I can't use it, unfortunately. Brightness 5, contrast 5, same thing as the tops. And then you have the lock, reset, info, and exit. Same settings just about as the top. I mean, that's it. It's straightforward. This is literally how I control my speakers. All in all, guys, these speakers are amazing, and I honestly love them. I don't see myself upgrading any other sound system in the future at all. If anything, I might get more of these or get the newer models that they have out and still keep the ZLXs, but EV got me sold, and I'm just going to continue to get more of their products over the next following years. Guys, if there's something you want to know about something that I do, please let me know, and I'll make a video about it. Leave it down in the comments. If you're new, give this channel a subscribe, okay? We have so much to offer. Not only do we have this YouTube channel, but we have a private group. We have live streams. We have private live streams. We have so much to offer you guys as far as the music, audio, entertainment, and DJ world. Again, hit that like if you do like this video, and I'll see you guys next week for the next video.